Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Did not get that.
The e-flite UMX P-51. This little guy comes ready to go right out of the box. Just unwrap and fly. Even the landing gear comes attached. Detail is really nice with colorful paint job, 4-bladed prop, and lots of panel line details. Pilot bus adds a nice bit of detail. I noted the mechanical control rod trim. Same features on the aileron linear servos. Tailwheel is steerable with rudder. Battery fits in a magnetic hatch on the bottom. Nice that they added cooling slots. Undercarriage is removable with just a couple quick snaps and twists. Manual is semi-hidden, but the scavenger hunt is rewarded with a multilingual tome of setup knowledge. But the quick and easy way to set up is to go to the Spectrum website and click on Downloads and your radio type. Look for the e-flite folder, then scroll down until you see the Detroit Miss file. Then download that to your transmitter's SD card. Now you can load it into the transmitter by the System Setup menu. Look for the Transfer SD card option and then Import Model. Your file should be listed. There it is. Now you're ready to fly. Real quick before we get started, I just wanted to mention that the HobbyView apparel store is open. Show your support for this channel with HobbyView branded shirts, caps, mugs, and more. Just go to hobbyview.myspreadshop.com. Out at the field, things were a little breezy. But it was right down the runway and not gusty. And it was apparently deer o'clock.
All right, let's take this guy for a maiden flight. A little bit on the breezy side today, but not terrible. That's why this thing has, I guess, stabilization, AS3X, and safe. We're gonna really give this thing a workout on that today. But I am looking forward to flying this guy. Seems like it's got pretty good power. First flight will be on 2S. So this will be a 2S'er, and worst case scenario. And so let's give her a try, huh?
I immediately noticed the wind wanted to take control, necessitating a bit of idle throttle.
All right, the wind's blowing it back. We'll do it again. Hey, reverse. Like I said, a little breezy out. All right, let's go. And she's up. Flying good. We are not in safe mode. I've been just in regular. I don't think I'm in safe mode. Woo. Nope, not in safe mode. Might need just a touch of down trim. That's good. All right, it's really smooth actually. Despite a little bit of breeze, just doing some circuits here, getting a feel for it, but it's actually really mild on the ailerons. Do a slow roll, there we go. Nice little honest P-51. How's the rudder work? There's rudder only. I could do a turn, rudder only. Look at that.
Cute how it wants to be like a trainer.
Let's try some power. Let's try a loop here. Try another one. That's on 2S. It's doing really good. I'm going to keep it kind of close in so the camera doesn't have an issue. Try a rudder turn. Rudder knife edge. Not knife edge. Yeah, I can speak. What we call that there is a hammerhead. Go up, do some of them there hammerheads, do them to the other direction. All right. Let's do a high-speed pass here. This is full tick. So we've probably got a 10-mile-per-hour wind. Let's do a downwind.
Which tested my cameraman.
I lost it.
You lost it. Camera lost it. Let's try it again.
I got it.
Really good at 2S. Let me see what it has for vertical. So I'm going to go and go vertical and go.
Of course, it got small real fast.
And it's still going. All right, I'm going to come around and try to see how it stalls. Back into the wind. Climb up. Cut the power. Full up. Very mild. It comes down. The nose kind of stayed down. Doesn't bob back up, but didn't do much of a tip stall. Let's try some slow flying here with it. All right, back off the throttle. A little bit of throttle here.
It was pretty sedate for a micro warbird.
It'll come down.
But it did have a sharp brake.
Whoa! Drop that wing in there. So, it will stall on you. That's not unusual for P-51s. They tend to have kind of a sharp stall. But it's very odd. It can recover real quickly, and you can tool around pretty slow. Try inverted. Flies inverted. There's a moderate amount of down elevator.
Even in a breeze, it wasn't a problem.
Not bad to see in the air, too. The highlights, I can see the stripes, the yellow nose. Snap roll here. We're going to try touch and go. Whee. Hey, cool. Let me try the safe mode. All right, now we're in safe mode. There's max angle deflection on the ailerons.
Still plenty maneuverable.
Match pitch up angle is that, not bad. So still very mild. Notice that the only one aileron works at a time, so try hands off. Doing pretty good. All right, so that sounds pretty good. I'm gonna land it, get it out of safe mode, and try a 3-cell. Now that we've done 2-cell.
A nice end to a successful flight.
Cut the throttle. I meant to do that.
With some trepidation, it was time to install 50% more voltage with a 3S battery, which still fit pretty easily under the hatch. One other thing would be to remove the plug-in landing gear and try a hand launch. The gear is held in really well, but easy to remove once you get the technique down.
Get it there, go just now. There we go.
A quick power test before launch. Now that sounds spicy. Do I still have my hand launching mojo?
Woohoo!
It seems the power went from the Allison engine to the Merlin.
Woohoo!
There was a bit of a trim change in elevator.
Get the trim set. Man, it got power. Some reason it seems like it was had too much up trim, so I added a little bit of down trim in it. Probably the extra power, just got a little bit of pitch coupling.
And power it had.
Yeah, look at this. Oh yeah. Ooh, now it's a P-51. P-51 pylon racer. Oh, it gets small quick. Oh, I see why the up trim. I took the landing gear off. That'll do it. 2S is nice, but man, 3S is a real kick in the pants. I'm gonna try the vertical. I'm gonna go straight up in there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
You have to come back close.
Jeff, the camera guy, was having a bit of trouble keeping up with it.
Wow. It's too fast for the camera. It's almost too fast for its size. Try a loop here.
I discovered you can really jerk it around.
You catch that?
I didn't want to fly it, but I do now because I want you to try to video it.
The little guy was just a blast to fly.
I hope you caught that. Wow. This is not just a P-51. This is a jerk me around. We'll do a knife edge. Yeah, that's a knife edge climb. Knife edge, there we go. A little bit of pull and coupling, but it will knife edge. So let me try some slow speed. I got a little bird there, looks like it's caught its attention.
I wonder if he wants to be friends.
Yeah, I pull the power back, kind of hover. It'll drop a wing, but I can really slow it down. Look at that, that's with the 3S.
Larger batteries seem to make no difference in slow speed handling. But then I got a little cocky.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Did not get that.
Wow, okay, I gotta be careful. That was close.
But the little guys stayed together.
That was a blender that got a little out of hand. Wow. All right, let me bring her in before I obliterate her. We'll bring her into the grass. That's not the grass. Whoops. Missed it by that much. That's kind of how you do it.
No, it is not. At least she was back in one piece. Mostly.
Yeah, just a flesh wound. Hey, little buddy. Wow, what a ride. Being able to use both 2 and 3 cell batteries is genius, I tells you. You have a nice, if slightly sedate flyer on 2 cells, but on 3 cells, you have a tiger by its tail. By coincidence, I built a plastic model as a kid of this very same paint scheme and livery, so it's neat to have another one that actually flies this time. It's a great little model that really punches up in performance. Now I just need a little ME-109 to chase around.
Hi, thanks for watching. Please take a look at the video description below for special HobbyView sales and discounts. Your purchases help support this channel. Happy modeling.
What are you always saying? Fly 3 mistakes high?